Hello everyone, this is Jason Berry with Digital Health Wire, and Health Las Vegas just kicked off in 2025, and my first stop is by the Navina booth with Navina CEO Ronen Lavi. Hey, Ronen, it's good to have you here.
Thank you for having you.
Ronen, for anyone that might not be familiar with Navina, you've got some prime real estate here on the show floor. Could you kind of give us a quick intro to Navina and what you're excited to be sharing at Health?
Yeah, sure. First of all, I think Navina is redefined pop health that with a focus around physician at the point of care. We bring all this data in front of physician in a way they have the best efficient care with the patient and visibility about their performance around value-based care as well.
And what are some of the levers that you kind of help these clinicians pull either to improve the clinical experience, improve their outcomes in value-based care? How are you supporting that?
Also, for physicians, it need to be a clinical workflow that see a clinical benefit out of it. Okay, what we do, we take all the data that we have, all the data of EHRs, HAE claims, everything, structure it, run our AI algorithm, and put it for the physician in the way it's evidence-based, easy to use, with very high adoption, and they find it very useful and very high acceptance rates as well.
I've seen some of the data from the white papers that you've been putting out. The retention numbers and the usage numbers when you get into a practice and start helping them are really impressive. What is kind of the secret sauce that makes clinicians get hooked on Navina once they start using it?
It's all around gain physician trust. First of all, accuracy, evidence, and seamless workflow. So put it very easy. Every time we get some install from Navina, it's easy to see, use, and all the time, actionability. Easy to document, easy to search, everything. 1-2 click away, and you have the full understanding about the patient and the best code.
You mentioned documentation. I saw that you recently had an awesome new partnership with Nabla.
Yeah.
Is there anything you can tell us about that? How's that been going? Any updates on that?
Yeah,
front?
for sure. We see the ambient solution that have a huge app right now as a great another data source into our platform. What we have all your historical data, now we can add actually the current data about the patient for the conversation with the physician. So historical data for the Navina give you better prepared for ask the right questions. Everything being asked inside the room, we add it into our platform, and then give you a full documentation and preach a full assessment plan that you just can read it and run it into your EHR.
That's fantastic. And I saw you have some data coming out. I'm not sure if it's officially out yet. Is there anything you could tease about some of the results that you're seeing, bringing the Ambient AI into the picture?
Yeah, I think what Ambient will allow us is to give physician the full documentation and pre-chart on the same time. One click and you see the thing about the full assessment plan, really easy to use, okay? Seamless, without any clicks. Just go over the data, pre-chart, understand your patient, know your patient ahead, then go inside the room, use the Ambient tool, add it into the platform, combine together, and then a full summary with all the right code, situation, comprehensive, amazing acceptance alert, really easy to use.
Perfect. And then I won't make you toot your own horn too much, but Navina's been getting quite a lot of accolades over the last year. You got the Golden Stevie, you were #1 best in class for clinical workflow, I believe. What seems to separate you from the pack?
I think you have to excel in all parameters. First of all, it's all around data. Add more data into your system. EHR data, the claims data, the HIE data, every kind of data you have in your system, bring on, structure it, build it, and find a way to run the best AI algorithm to make an accurate insight. The second would be make everything actionable. You put it in front of a physician, and you want right now to document that, you want to accept it, you want to see the evidence, make it really easy, one click with the right action, straight back into EHR. You do both with very high accuracy, you get those physicians love it and use it with high adoption.
Well, whatever you're doing seems to be working. You've been on the podium quite a bit this year. Maybe if we could wrap up with, I always love concluding with a little bit of advice that you might give to a provider org embarking on their VBC journey. What advice would you give to them to find success as they start entering into value-based care?
Yeah, it's quite simple. Adopt technology, adopt AI. Make sure that AI can really help you to make value-based care part of your workflow, to treat your patient the most empathic way with AI. That's the best way to do. You don't have to be educated around codes. You have to be educated what right condition. We will help you do that. You just need to treat your patient, and technology will escort you and help you to do it the best way you can.
Ronen, thanks for coming on the show. There you have it. Technology is your friend. Navina is your friend. That's been the Digital Health Wire show. Thanks everyone for tuning in, and we'll be keeping you updated throughout the event. Cheers.
Thank you for having me.